New tonight. As we get set to ring in the new year, we're taking a last look back at a busy year across the region.
2025 in southern New England, a year headlined by political controversy, chaos in the courts, and unfathomable tragedy.
2 victims, 1 shot in the back, 1 shot in the shoulder.
A mass shooting at Brown University shaking Rhode Island to the core, 2 students dead and 9 others injured.
Today is a day that the city of Providence and the state of Rhode Island prayed would never come.
The ensuing manhunt lasted nearly a week, ending only when the gunman was found dead in New Hampshire. From December back to January, another horrific shooting stunned the region.
And I've been in law enforcement now for 35 years. This is probably one of the worst scenes that I've had to deal with.
A West Greenwich man murdered his wife and 2 kids before taking his own life. Yet the year's highest death toll in a single tragedy came across the state line in Fall River. 10 people were killed as flames ripped through the Gabriel House Assisted Living Facility. The heroic actions of firefighters preventing an even worse tragedy.
I would venture to guess, without knowing the exact number, that there were more rescues out of this building last night than there have been in the 23 years that I've been a firefighter.
Detectives are still unable to pinpoint the exact cause of that fire, narrowing it down to a faulty oxygen tank or a discarded cigarette. It was all part of a challenging year for first responders in Bristol County, as the search for missing teen Kylie Montero in Rehoboth ended in heartbreak.
The stab wound to the chest actually broke the blade of the knife off. He used a kitchen knife to commit the stabbing.
The case drawing national attention, with Gregory Groom now awaiting his fate behind bars, charged with Kylie's murder. But no local case generated as much buzz as the retrial of Karen Reed.
This trial was the absolute definition of a sham.
And the jury largely agreed with that sentiment. In a trial that gripped the nation, the Mansfield native was found not guilty of murder in the death of John O'Keefe.
Could not be standing here without these amazing supporters who have supported me and my team.
From legal triumph to collective heartbreak, people traveling from across the globe to Providence this year to honor the late judge Frank Caprio.
What did you like so much about the judge?
His kindness.
The beloved judge passing away after a battle with pancreatic cancer.
Judge Caprio has left an incredible legacy on the state of Rhode Island in murky times.
Those murky times were driven in part by political discourse, federal agents making their presence felt across the ocean state.
ICE is not welcome here.
As thousands shared their displeasure with the Trump administration through the nationwide No Kings protests.
And I feel like a lot of our constitutional rights are being ignored as a U.S. citizen.
If they think he's acting like a king, they should probably go live under the reign of a king to find out exactly the authoritative ways of life go about it.
It was a full year of change on the Washington Bridge. A fiery hearing on Smith Hill saw RIDOT Director Peter Alviti facing more tough questions about what went wrong.
I'm not asking about responsibility, Director. I'm asking as a factual matter whether you're aware of any such communication.
I have no knowledge.
Okay.
The westbound side of the bridge is now largely demolished, but the court case is far from over as the state sues contractors over the shutdown. Another blow to Rhode Island came when Hasbro Toy Company announced it was leaving its longtime home in Pawtucket for Boston.
At the end of the day, whether we like it or not, business is business and it's bottom line.
But 2025 wasn't only defined by departures. RIFC brought pro sports back to Pawtucket. March Madness took the Amp by storm. Catholics welcomed a new bishop. And in Bristol County, the South Coast rail line to Boston finally opened after years of anticipation. However, the year in transportation was also marked by catastrophe. Communities in Barrington and Mansfield are still mourning 2 figure skaters and their mothers, killed in a DC plane crash.
The best way I can describe him is just was a force of nature.
And a small jet crashing onto 195 in Dartmouth, taking the lives of a Middletown couple. It was the second major tragedy tied to Aquidneck Island, following a stairway collapse at a graduation party that took the life of a teen girl in Portsmouth.
And I watched the stairs collapse. I just see it fall. I was like, oh my goodness, where's Aaron? Where is my friend Kelly? Where are they?
Through all the adversity, Southern New England proved resilient. The Matunic Oyster Bar bouncing back after a devastating fire.
I knew it wasn't about the food or the service or the building. It's about this, togetherness that the Matunic Oyster Bar had.
And a highlight of the year, 2 unique reunions tugging at the heartstrings. Thanks to surveillance footage uncovered by ABC6, a missing dog in West Warwick was returned to its family. And in Seekonk, a military canine reunited with his handler after years apart.
We couldn't be more excited about that, to be able to serve an active duty military hero and to reunite 2 heroes together.